All right, here we go. We're going to create a transcription here. So first step is to go to the Sakai page and make sure you've downloaded this variation 8 XML file. XML is going to be it's going to be your kind of universal music notation file. All right, once you've downloaded that, we're going to go ahead and create in Noteflight. And instead of creating a blank file, we're going to import a Midi file, or actually an XML file. So go ahead, choose that. That should be right in your downloads. There it is for me. And you can just leave all those boxes unchecked. It should be fine. And this is what you should come up with, something that looks like this. I am not sure why these crescendos and decrescendos are just not quite right. That'll be something you'll just have to fix. So what I want to do is I want to create a new ensemble. Now, if you have a simple ensemble, let's say a string quartet, you might not have to do too much with this. You could maybe even just rename these parts. But if you wanted to have the attributes of a specific instrument, like a viola with alto clef, it's helpful to just create new parts and drag the music onto the new parts. So I'm going to create a saxophone ensemble. So there's soprano sax, and alto sax, and tenor sax. And notice that there is no bari sax here, which is the lowest saxophone. So I'm going to change tenor sax into bari sax, baritone sax, and I'm going to put it in E flat like it's supposed to be, and make a bari sax part for myself. Notice that it's labeled bari sax here, and it's got the correct transposition if I put it in transposed right there. I'm actually going to leave it transposed right now and not show it in concert pitch. I'll tell you why in a second. So now notice that when I did that, it now is not showing the whole score on one page. So what I want to do is I'm just going to go into flow page view, or sorry, strip view, where it just shows everything kind of left to right. If you had a lot of measures, it would scroll back and forth, right and left. And you can see this. I'll actually play it for you. Sorry, that was only playing the one part. Here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is stop, and I'm just going to copy and paste these parts. So I'm going to click here, shift click, select the whole thing. I'm going to Control C or Command C, and then I'm just going to paste it right there. Notice it transposed it. Soprano sax is a B flat instrument, so it's going to show one note higher than it actually sounds. The key signature is a little different too. And notice that it kept the dynamics and everything. I'm going to move that a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the same thing with all the parts. I'm going to copy and paste them. Okay, that's actually pretty high for the alto sax. But we're going to let them deal right now. And then the bari sax part, of course, is right here. Now I'm showing you this in transposed part so that you can see actually if things are in the proper range. Now this is actually pretty high for an alto sax, but you know, high E is within the accepted range. Same thing with the tenor sax. This is actually the lowest note in the bari sax, so everything is in the right range. What I'm going to do now is, now that I've copied everything over, I'm going to go back to parts and I'm going to delete the old parts. All right, and now I have my basic arrangement. So that'll be the first part of the video.